Hello, hello, my beautiful ladies. And if you're new here, a very warm welcome. You've landed on such an awesome channel. My name is Louise. I'm a South African, and I love talking about anything that is useful and helpful and beneficial to you. I am a natural-born nerd, somebody who loves to research things. So stick around because on my channel, you will get excellent information, lifestyle advice, and I try all these things out and I share my own experiences. So there's no bullshit on this channel. In today's video, I wanted to do something really cool, something different, put a positive spin on perimenopause, because if you've watched any of my previous videos, you will know that I have moaned and groaned about perimenopause quite a lot. The symptoms that I've experienced, like a lot of you, have been yucky, makes us feel depressed, and makes us feel down, and we are night sweating and hot flashing and joint aches and pains and all that. But today, I made a list of 10 positives of perimenopause, because this can be a wonderful and positive time in our lives. And I don't want us to lose sight of that fact that actually perimenopause is a very wonderful and positive time if we allow it to be. So, number one is, this is the time when we still have our own estrogen. So that means that we still have not got any of the diseases due to lack of estrogen yet. Now, I've got a lot of my information from Menopause Taylor or Menopause Barbie. I will link to her YouTube channel in the description box below. And what I've learned from her and other doctors on YouTube and Google, you can Google all of this, it's all fact, is that due to lack of estrogen, women are at high risk after menopause for developing atherosclerosis, so heart attacks, osteoporosis, bone loss, and Alzheimer's, which is loss of your mind. And now, during perimenopause, we may be experiencing some symptoms, but if we are having periods, we are still producing our own estrogen, which means we are still healthy, and these diseases haven't started yet. So this is the best time of our lives. It really is. While we are still young and healthy, we still have our hormones. We may be losing progesterone during perimenopause, but that is not the hormone that prevents these diseases. But we still have our estrogen. So this is the best time to start thinking about our health long term, to start thinking about our aging long term, and these three big diseases. Number two, a positive is your perimenopausal symptoms. I know, you're thinking now, how can those be positive? But they are it's like your warning light in your car. They are starting to warn you that estrogen is disappearing. So here is your warning light now. It's your wake-up call. It's your time to say, what am I going to do about my menopause? It's giving you the signal. So I would say, listen to your symptoms. It's a fantastic way now to wake you up, to start getting you to research things, HRT, any other methods that you want to combat the loss of estrogen. So listen to your symptoms, learn about them, and learn about perimenopause and menopause. Number three is that we are still young, not yet old, but we've got that beautiful time where we are young but have experience, we've got wisdom. So although we're going through the ravages of perimenopause, we are also at a time in our lives where we have our careers probably quite well established, or we are stay-at-home mothers, we have children, we've got family, we've got responsibility, but we are at this time where we are no longer seeking, who am I in the world? And so we've got this sense of self-assuredness. You know who you are, you know what you're about, and that is something priceless. Now, number four pertains to number one. You are now at the point where you have the time to bridge the gap in hormones that's coming. So you've still got your estrogen. And number two, listening to your symptoms hopefully will motivate you to learn about perimenopause and menopause. And now you've got the time to decide, what are you going to do when you do lose your estrogen? Are the diseases something that concern you? Do you want to replace your estrogen? Do you want to use HRT? This is the time now where you can bridge that gap, and actually you can almost never have a gap at all. Because in perimenopause, yes, our estrogen levels might be fluctuating, they may be declining. I would say if you're having hot flashes, brain fog, night sweats, all that, your estrogen is lower than it has been, and maybe it's in fits and spurts, but now is the time, it's the perfect time, in fact, to bridge that gap. So if it's something that interests you, you are at the optimal time to learn about and decide on HRT, if it's for you or if it's not for you. Number 5 is best of all. You have a whole range of options to manage your perimenopause and menopause. You've got all kinds of synthetic, bioidentical, herbal, whatever, all these hormonal options. Some of them are not actually hormones, but you can get phytoestrogens. There's so much you can do. There's so much you can choose to do or not do to manage your perimenopause and menopause. Obviously, HRT is the most widely used and obvious one. There's also a lot of fear around it. So you can choose. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's your body, it's your life. It really is up to you. But during perimenopause now, you've got the whole range of options, and you've got time to sit and explore and learn about all of them, the benefits and the risks. But we live in such a fantastic time where so much is available to us. Yay! Now, the next one is no more oxytocin. Woohoo! So that's another hormone that declines with perimenopause. But the benefit of this is that you no longer care what anyone thinks. So during this time of your life, you're really starting to not worry what others think, not care about the opinions of others. You are doing you. It's your time. And this is a blessing. When we had oxytocin, we were all about people pleasing. We were all about pleasing our man, pleasing our family, pleasing our friends, trying to fit in, like me, like me, like me, love me, love me. And yes, it is the hormone that allows you to bond with your child. But now you are bonded with your child. You don't need that hormone anymore. You don't have to people please anymore. It's a wonderful, empowering part of perimenopause and menopause. This is also a time where you get to be selfish. This is your time. This is your time to reevaluate your life. You're about halfway through, God willing, because most of us hopefully will live to around 80, 85, who knows, health depending. But this is the time to take care of you. You can use your symptoms as an excuse that you need to slow down. You need to prioritize yourself. You need to take care of your health. It is your wake-up call. It is your selfish time. It is your time now to devote a little less to your family. Hopefully your children are a little older and can take care of themselves, and really focus on you, your health, your needs. Everything is you. It's all about you now. Number 8 is that perimenopause and menopause is something female specific. So you, dear ladies, you and I are bonding over this shared journey. And it is a journey. It's kind of like puberty, although we're going backwards. Although puberty was a time of gaining hormones, gaining breasts, gaining. This is kind of like rewinding, losing a whole lot of stuff. But on the other end of this, we will gain. We will gain so much. So this journey is a time to bond with your other female friends, your sisters. All of us are sisters in what we are going through. So you know what it's like. I know what it's like. And this is a fantastic time to talk to your friends about it and really get that female bonding. Lean on other women and just revel in your womanhood. And one of the best parts about perimenopause is that you start to get freedom from the male gaze. This one I love because we are no longer in our reproductive fertile years. Things are shutting down. Obviously, once you hit menopause, you are really free from the male gaze. But what I mean is that you're no longer driven by the desire to reproduce, so you're no longer interested in attracting the male gaze. I'm not saying you don't want to be attractive. I'm not saying you're not interested in men. I'm not saying any of that. But there is a freedom from that angst to just, I want to be attractive. I want to please my man. I want to have babies. There's a driving force in our younger brains, and that is gone. Or it's going to die off very soon if it's not gone yet. And you can now just be free to be yourself, which means you can now dress for yourself. You don't have to feel compelled to always look sexy, always look pretty, always be feminine. You can if you want to. This is the best part about perimenopause, is that Now it really is about what makes you feel good, what makes you feel comfortable. How do you want to be in the world? It's about really you. Like I said in the last point before, this is your time. And lastly, you actually get to be a positive role model to other younger women. Once you have worked out the kinks with your symptoms and you've learned how to manage them, and maybe you are really near menopause, number one, you could be enjoying freedom from your periods, which is awesome. But you get to be a positive role model, and I hope to be that for you today. You get to educate other women. You get to show them that it's not a life sentence, a death sentence. It's not something to be afraid of. Losing your reproductive ability is just a phase. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to hide. It doesn't mean you are actually getting older, shriveled up, wrinkled, and dried out. It could mean that you are actually taking your life back. It could mean that you are now independent, you know who you are, and you're in control of the rest of your life. And the bonus, the best part, is that you get the next 30, 40, God willing, 50 years, whatever it is, as a postmenopausal woman, and now you get to choose how you want to do it. So I think the beauty and the freedom is that once you're off that hormonal roller coaster, your own hormones drop pretty much to zero, but now you get to choose what hormones to put back in, if any. You get to choose how to do it. You can now do a stable hormonal input. So you can do the same amount of estrogen every day, the same amount of progesterone, testosterone, whatever hormones you choose to use or not use, however you want to do it. But now things are stable, and really you're in control. You are no longer at the mercy of your own body. So this could be a very positive time for women if we just embraced it. We are not dried out and used up. We have so much to offer, so much to give. And let's put that positive message out there for all the younger women. So having said that, I do hope you share this video with a younger woman who's maybe a little bit worried about menopause and perimenopause. Show them that there is a lot to look forward to. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. My channel is small, but it is growing. It would mean the world to me. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. I do my very best to put out good content, stuff that is useful to women, really, truly useful, not bullshit. Thank you for watching, my beautiful ladies, and I will see you in my next video. I hope this put a smile on your dial, and enjoy your day. Bye. Love you lots. Bye.